Hey YouTube, hey YouTube, hey. I hope you all had a good weekend. I just wanted to, it was good times, sunshine pints and the rest of it. I want to do a quick vid on the Marvel announcement that they did last week. That's, enough people are talking about it. I thought, okay, I'll throw my hat into the ring. I've got something to say on the matter. They announced, somebody sat down with, I think was it Newsarama or Comic Vine, one of the guys, and they just said, listen, here's the full list of all the series that we're going to discontinue around the time of Secret Wars this summer. And it's a big list. It's 33 titles. They've got the Avengers on there, they've got Avengers World, Uncanny Avengers, all the X-Men titles, Guardians of the Galaxy, Guardians 3000, the Wolverines, Fantastic Four, the list goes on and on and on and on, and Deadpool and Thor and Cat, and all new Captain America, all new X-Men. Done. I could go on. I could make the video about the list, but why? What's the point? My point is, this isn't really news. The whole basis, the crux of the Secret Wars storyline is that it's that the Marvel Universe is going to be broken down and built up anew, and as part of that you would expect some titles to fall by the wayside. The only thing that confuses me is that why would you have new titles like the Howard the Duck series, which is actually pretty good, man. I might do a video about that. Things like Howard the Duck, and I haven't read Spider-Gwen, but I'm hearing really good things about that. So, it's just, it kind of doesn't make sense. However, they've said, in a perfect world we would have done, we would have had everything finishing 1 month, and then everything beginning next month. Just like they did, well, this is not part of the quote, but just like they did with New 52. New 52, and like they finished everything in August. It wasn't all neat and tidy, but they wrapped it all up. And then in September that year, boom, brand new, New 52. That was it, restarted. So yeah, that was that. And but they're not doing that. They're actually going, listen, our creators and our writing talent have put that much time and effort into these series. We're gonna let them finish their runs in their way, and it's not all going to be down to the line. But they are all ending, and you can imagine. I can see some titles surviving through one way or another. The big sellers, the Avengers titles, and I'd like them to bring back Wolverine. They're bringing back Old Man Logan, so Wolverine will survive in some fashion, and there's also Age of Apocalypse Wolverine. But yeah, we'll see how that goes, dude. There's stuff happening. There's stuff happening on that front. So yeah, I honestly, people are up in arms going, they can't cancel that. What? Well, they've been going down this path for the past couple of years. Ever since Axel Alonso took over the reins of Joe Quesada, he was like, listen, this is the Marvel that you know. This is the Marvel that I'm building, and it's going to define the Marvel of this generation. And it is. People are going to be talking about this in like 10, 20 years going, what happened was, they killed Wolverine, and that was him out of the picture, and then they restarted Marvel. There was like Secret Wars, and then boom, we had Old Man Logan back, and then there was no more of that, and then Planet Hulk wasn't the Planet Hulk storyline, it was Captain America versus a planet full of Hulks with an axe and riding a dinosaur. And people are going to look back on these days and go, that was pretty bad, wasn't it? But it was awesome. So, for everyone who's up in arms or freaking out, going, what are they cancelling these for? Chill your boots, man, okay? I'm sure the characters will still be around some way, and even if they're not, sometimes, ultimately, the best thing is for a run to come to a natural end rather than just be dragged out. If you look at Brian Michael Bendis' work on Avengers, that work is awesome. However, it goes on, in my opinion, for maybe a year or two longer than it ought to. After Secret Invasion, it kind of loses its luster a bit. In fact, you know what, I would say, like after Siege, after Dark Reign and Siege, those storylines, he could have left then, and I probably would have been happy. Because that was the culmination of like 9 years of storyline, and then he just sort of hung about because. But yeah, okay. So yeah, this isn't a bad thing. This could be an exciting thing. So cheer the fuck up, guys. Honestly. So those are just my little thoughts on that. If you know, if you don't like it, that's grand. But you know, nobody's making you buy the comics. But like I said, you'll get a nice little neat limited series of the series that you're buying, and that's cool. So yeah, if you like this video, please click like, subscribe, view, share, and all the usual jazz. And I'll see you when I see you, YouTube.